Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, I'm going to put a low profile windshield on my 2007 Harley Davidson Electra Glide Standard. This is the windshield. I'm also going to show you how I put this low profile seat on this 2007. All the models are 2008 and above. I did a little modification and fits on perfect. You can go from this to this. Go ahead and open up this box. Should be pretty straightforward. I've actually never done this before, but it just looks like three screws here for the windshield. Let's take a look at this inside. Some paper, and looks like that's all that's in the box. All right, let's see, some tape. Let's scratch this up. It's wrapped up pretty good. Looks like there's another layer of some foam. Let's get that out. Right, looking good. More tape. More tape. Let's scratch this up. And I did get a tinted one. And plastic. So this is from Amazon. It wasn't very expensive either. It was, I think, $33. I could put the link in for this too. And wrapped up even more. Almost got out. This is almost like a shrink wrap here. It's pretty tight. Let's get this off and take a look at this thing. Awesome. Looks really good. Let me get my measuring tape. I think this is the 4.5. Let's see if I can kind of show you this on camera. I guess that's where it mounts. So, yeah, that's right around 4.5 inches tall. Look at the old one. It kind of has a little curve to it. With that new seat, I'm actually sitting a little bit lower. So I'm short of 5'8". It's almost, this one's almost kind of hard to see over, you know, or through. So I'll put this shorter one, and I think it'll look better. This one is right at 7.5, maybe a little bit more, 7.5 inches. We'll zoom in on that. This is the old one, and it's a little over 7.5. Should be just these 3 torque heads, and that should come right out. Take a look at this before and after. See what she looks like. Torque head for these 3 are a T25. Just start loosening these up. Should all pop right out. Our last one, and this windshield should pop out. All right. Old one slides right out. That center was a little harder to get out, but that's the old one. We'll compare these two. Take a look. The old one actually looks a little thicker. Slide this one in. Same thing. Get this middle groove, and then these should just slide right in there. The center one seems like it's the hardest to do. All right. Looks like that's in there. Okay. Not bad. Let's put the screws in. Oh, that looks pretty mean. It's all locked in. You can see the screw holes. So let's just start these and tighten everything back up. That was pretty easy, really. It was really easy. It looks sharp. Last one here. Tighten this up and check the rest of these. Make sure they're all tight. Give this kind of a pull and just see. Nice, that's in there. Looks sharp. All right, that's a huge difference. That looks really aggressive looking. And there you go. It's right at 4.5. Looking good. I got my low profile windshield on and my low profile seat. I mean, it looks like a totally different bike. It looks sharp. I love it. Looks custom. And there's this view. You actually kind of see through this windshield, so it's actually not as dark. Totally different motorcycle. Awesome. Let me know. You guys done any of this stuff to yours? Like I said, there's an old 2007, so there's not a lot you can do this. The seat's a different style and looks really good. All right, this is me sitting on it. I mean, I could see really, really clear. I'll walk it a little bit and looks really, really sharp. What do you think? I'm gonna like this? Awesome. Go for a ride. Next step, we're going to take this seat off and we're going to be using a T4. You do got to add this little filler plate, which I got on Amazon for around $17. The new modern seats, you don't go all the way up, but this one here, if you want that low profile, you'll have this gap. And that's just what it is, just a filler piece. I got it to slide underneath there. So that's what it looks like if you just install it. And I kind of modified, put my own little, like, I don't know, extension here. I'll show you that here in a minute. And this is a two-piece, so you can have just your solo seat. We'll take this off the back, and I'll show you this setup. So now you see this just tucks in underneath there, and that pulls right out, and these just lock on. There's our little rubber. So now you have we'll take a look at that style too, but your solo seat. That's a really distinct look too with that solo seat. So this seat comes from Amazon. It's a kit, and it comes with this hardware. It's really, really nice. I mean, it looks like a $300 seat. It's only around $77. So if you just need a solo seat, this big of a bike, it works and looks really good also. So we're going to loosen these up. And it took a little of adjustment to get this on there, but it sat for a while. And now it locks in there pretty good. But these screws are wanting to keep falling. So you had to start it just right. But these are both out, so now we should be able to lift this up. It's locked in there pretty good. It's a really tight fit. Okay, got that one up. That one, here we go. And there you go, that little groove kind of made that bracket. It's an old spanner wrench, and it locks right in place. Here's comparison. Here's the old, thick, original Harley-Davidson seat. And it has this metal bracket, and that's what locks in. So the new ones are just the opposite. The bracket is on the motorcycle, 2008 and above. So I just took this old spanner wrench, kind of shaped it a little bit, got it bolted on there. It's really tight, and it rides perfect. If you want that low profile hot rod look, you got to kind of wrench some stuff around. Take a look at this difference. I mean, it is night and day. And the comfort is actually pretty good. It kind of pushed me back a little bit on the motorcycle, but the thickness and the look is, I mean, unbelievable. This thing is comfortable. It's nice for trips. So, you know, I'm going to keep it. And the wife likes right on the back. But it just looks like a couch cushion compared to this nice red outline, red trimmed, red stitched, low profile seat. So that's a close-up. That's an old wrench. And these bolts were actually laying around, and just kind of modified it, kept playing with it and bending this until I got the correct position. And I'll show you that's where it goes. But that's part of the fun of hot rodding and, you know, kind of doing your own stuff in the garage. So the new bracket just slides into here. I slide it in there first and then stick it on the two back. And that's it. Little modifications and it looks sharp. Let's get this old stuff off of there and get that new seat on. Line up this new bracket. A little tricky to do. And get this kind of stuffed in there. Here's a little tip. These plastic tabs kind of hold these screws up. With this newer style seat, it wants to push these down. So, and then got to push it up as far as you can. It's a little tricky to do. And even more. Okay, that should fall in place. It's definitely a tight fit. I've got this other chrome bolt, so I started the one. Now I just got to kind of push this in place and try to get that one before it slips. It is definitely a little tricky, but looks like we're there. Once you start this, should lock it in place. Yep, we got it. All right, tighten these both in place, and then we'll put our rear seat on. And this is locked in. This is really tight and nice. Secure these, and it's not going anywhere. Really, really good. Let's wipe off this fender and put our back seat on. Back seat came with this little leather like washer so you don't scratch paint. We'll put that on first and then we'll tuck in this seat. So this is a little tricky. It's got to tuck in under those bolts, under those bolt heads. That side, got this side. Yep, and just push in until it lines up. Took a little bit of adjustment, but I got those tucked in there at the bottom. The screw is on. Now we'll just tighten this up, and then we'll go to that filler, and we'll go for a ride. There you go. So this whole seat now is connected and installed. This is what that little filler piece looks like, and it came with this rubber edging so you don't scratch the tank. And they come in black or chrome. And with this black on there, it just totally makes that seat disappear. Let's get it installed. Just need to tuck this in. Watch we don't drop that. Just kind of goes under. Watch those fuel rails and sits right in place like that. And then we're gonna lock it in place. And that's it. It's nice and smooth and just makes that gap disappear. So that's your tank filler piece. Make sure it's tight. Yep, don't go too tight because it'll kind of bend that molding in. And there you go. So there's still kind of a gap, in between here. But overall, it's nice and clean and smooth looking. There you go. This new custom seat is totally installed and it's secure. It's not going anywhere. Let's take a look at this and go for a ride. Got our new windshield installed, our low profile seat. It looks like a totally different motorcycle. Thanks for watching my install, my custom low profile seat with my custom made bracket and 4.5-inch low profile windshield. Like, subscribe, share this video if you liked it.